Being greeted now are the King and Queen of Norway. And lots happening now, because at Buckingham Palace we have some members of the royal family on their way in the mini coaches. They leave to the trumpeter's salute. And they include the Duke and Duchess of Kent, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and Prince and Princess Michael of Kent. Bride's mother and bride's brother emerging from Horse Guards Arch, the last leg of their journey to Westminster Abbey. Simon Sharma is still with me and watching these images with great interest too, and just the concept of the commoner marrying into the royal family, Simon.
Yes, it's extraordinary. I was watching the useful coaches, really, which is absolutely something new, and that again makes the point that apart from the magnificence of the occasion, there's also a sort of sense of they're just like us. It's a sort of ordinary moment, and people are responding to this mixture of spectacle and identification as well, which is a good thing.
But that's it, isn't it?
Yes, there's the bus. I mean,
that's where modern meets traditional.
Yes, I mean, that could be, you know, the football team about to be playing away, really, but they're playing at home.
It's a lovely view. A brief glimpse of the Mall. And you just get a sense then of how the crowds respond when they see who's coming. They've no idea, I don't think, who's in these coaches, but they get a sense because of the escort. They sense it's going to be an important section of the congregation, in this case, members of the royal family.
So here we have the mother of the bride, Carol Middleton. What a proud woman she must be here today. And there with her son, wearing Catherine Walker. Philippa Lepley, you actually gasped with surprise when you heard that.
What a nod to Princess Diana, because Princess Diana wore Catherine Walker a lot of the time. So how lovely is that? And how beautiful does she look?
And this has been presumably designed by her studio, because Catherine Walker, of course, sadly died last year.
Catherine Walker had been ill for a very long time with cancer, and her partner, Saeed, is carrying on with the business and keeping the studio open. But it's still a very signature Catherine Walker style, isn't it? Very sleek, very tailored, quite simple. It's such a challenge for the mother of the bride, isn't it? What on earth do you wear? It's
very pretty.
And the colours, I think, are always difficult. Philippa, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? How tricky the kind of mother of the bride palette is not always the easiest thing.
And as we understand it, she has been through a few different designers before settling on this, but I mean, she looks stunning.
Stunning, and it fits beautifully, yeah? And but the hat's not too big, so...
No, so you can see, and also, isn't it interesting, because it's not a cinched-in waist, so you can see that her waist is defined, but it's all quite, you know, kind of vertical and slimming. It's great. It does look good on her, actually. And when I heard it was powder blue, I thought, she could be in Queen Mother territory, couldn't she? But actually it's like a grey blue. It's almost like a pearly blue. I like that.
And so much the shape that Princess Diana used to wear as well. Very
good shoulder.
Similar silhouette.
Well, I spoke to her yesterday, and she was very calm, very collected, and she did say, though, that she would be having a little tissue tucked away in her bag there, just in case she shed a tear when she watched her daughter marry the prince later this morning.
She's glowing.
There she goes, heading down towards her seat, accompanied by her son James. We've seen some wonderful outfits today, haven't we? Samantha Cameron looks stunning.
Samantha Cameron, who went without a hat. That was my shock moment, because I thought hats were required, but she was wearing a very beautiful Burberry dress. Of course, she's flying the flag. It's one of our biggest and most successful fashion houses. It looked fantastic on her. And she's wearing Erdem jewels in her hair.
And we've got the Duchess of Cornwall, who will be arriving very shortly. She is dressed by Anna Valentine, who of course is the woman who designed her beautiful wedding outfits.
No, it's so clean and beautiful and always gets it right. Really, really beautiful. Yeah. Can't wait to see that.
Trumpet salute for the Duke of York and his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Eugenie, and Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex, and Sophie, Countess of Wessex. They're on their way in the Royal Mews limousines around the Queen Victoria Memorial and following the route that we've now established along the Mall and down to Horse Guards Parade. Princess Beatrice, who's 22, the eldest daughter of the Duke and Duchess of York, and Princess Eugenie is 21. Beatrice, by the way, is the first female in line to the throne, 5th in line to the throne. Very special day for Prince Edward, because his young daughter is one of the bridesmaids today. So some of the members of the extended royal family, Prince Michael of Kent, and the Duke and Duchess of Kent too, emerging from the little buses. Duke of Kent, who of course is a royal colonel, so a uniform, very smart uniform, which bears some resemblance to the one worn by Prince William today. Princess Michael of Kent and Princess Alexandra with James Ogilvy, her son. Senior clergy have gathered. They include the Bishop of London, shaking hands there, and then next to him the Archbishop of Canterbury. Lady Rose Gilman and Lady Davina Lewis, and then the Earl and Countess of Ulster. Prince Michael of Kent being greeted by the Dean and Chapter, the governing body, if you like, of Westminster Abbey. Lady Sarah Chatto and her husband and children are arriving at the Abbey. And Lady Saltoun. Clarence House, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall. Prince of Wales, understandably, a very, very proud father today. Travelling in a Royal Mews Rolls-Royce, 1950 Phantom 4, this model, which was presented to the Queen when she was Princess Elizabeth. Prince Charles, who's been very heavily involved in planning this day, and I'm not just talking about the music, though that's very important, but in the shape of the day, in the form of the day, and what it signifies. And of course, later this evening, Prince of Wales will be hosting a reception at Buckingham Palace for around 300 guests. Prince of Wales's office was telling us that since the announcement of the wedding, they've received well over 21,000 letters and cards of congratulations from around the world. And there'll be undoubted interest too in what the Duchess of Cornwall is wearing today. So let me tell you what I've just been told. This is hot off the press. Wearing an outfit designed by Anna Valentine, and we'll wait to see it in its full glory, but the outfit consists of a champagne silk dress, a duck egg blue and champagne coat, hand embroidered dress and coat, both designed by Anna Valentine, and a Philip Tracy hat, shoes made by Jimmy Choo, and a clutch bag by Anna Valentine. That's very detailed and helps us a great deal. We'll be able to appreciate what's going on when the Duchess emerges from the car at the Abbey. On to Horse Guards Parade and the Royal Salute. A great view as the Prince's car makes its way through Horse Guards Arch and emerges in the tilt yard, acknowledging the salute, and out onto Whitehall. The Duke of York and his daughters have arrived, and at Buckingham Palace, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh are on their way. State trumpeter marks the Queen's departure, and a huge surge of cheers from the crowds outside Buckingham Palace. The Queen, who celebrated her 85th birthday just last week, the day that she attended the Royal Maundy service at Westminster Abbey, and the Duke of Edinburgh, who in June will celebrate his 90th birthday. The Queen and the Duke smiling as they acknowledge the applause.